What's going on, everybody? It's been a while. I know. I have my old computer crashed on me or just stopped working on me, so I had to get a new one. That's why I haven't uploaded lately. I'm excited to be back, though. Right now I'm about to play a game called The Song of Seiya. I don't know what this game is about. All I know is it's a psychological horror game, and from that, I really don't know what else there is to it. So I'm excited. I'm playing this game because, Halloween's coming up, and what better way to start off October than to, with the horror game. So yeah, that's what I'm here for. I want to thank everyone who stayed subscribed. The wait is over. I'm back. And let's do this. Let's get right into this game. Images that made... Okay, this work of fiction contains grotesque images that may disturb some viewers. Please select how you would like such images displayed. I'm gonna leave it default. If we're gonna play this game, we're gonna go all in. So I'm gonna leave it default. Oh shit! Never mind. I made a mistake. HY, the wiggling mass of flesh burbles? What the hell? I don't know what language that is. What the fuck? Three such creatures sit around the table in front of me, slurping filthy sludge from their cups as they trade whines, growls, and sounds that I cannot describe. Oh god, that's an eyeball. I don't know what language that is. Why is there an eyeball? Okay. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Oh, what the fuck? What is that? Ugh. And the freaking lunch lady is serving something nasty today. By listening carefully, I am able to grasp the gist of their conversation and respond when it is required from me. This is necessary to avoid arousing their suspicion. However, these creatures they are my friends, apparently. Oh, finally somebody normal. Hello. I wish that I could still deny it, but I gave up on that a long time ago. Night after night, I went to sleep praying for an end to this nightmare, only to wake each morning to the same twisted hellscape as the day before. I know that I have to blend in, that I have to act like one of them. Such has been my life these past 3 months, and so it will remain until the day I die. Judging by its tone, this one must be Koji, and the one next to him, squealing more than the others, is probably Omi. Koji and Omi. Which means that the one next to me is Yo. Though I can no longer see any trace of her once attractive features, I try my best to ignore the rotten stench of excrement that issues from her quivering flesh. That's lovely. You look lovely today, Yo. Everything has changed. Or almost everything. By some cruel trick, my my relationship to the world alone remains the same. As if an insane architect took the blueprints of my life and rebuilt it out of blood and gore. These monsters and I were part of the same college club. We studied together, ate together, we even went skiing together every winter break. Now these are but painful memories of days that will never return. If only no one recognized me, I might have been able to disconnect myself from the world. It would have been comforting in comparison to believe that I had been abducted by aliens, or that I stumbled through a gateway to hell. But no, this is beyond a doubt the city where I was born and raised. The society that I was part of for 20 years, save that I, and I alone, can no longer see it that way. The world as I knew it is gone. I have no place to call home. Shut the fuck up, Yoshio! I don't give a shit if the tater tots are bad. Frickin' Omi, you eat that shit. You eat it. Now your face does not look like an anus, and if anything, it looks like. Actually, no, never mind. It does look like an anus. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, yo. Anyway, I can tell that whenever they're discussing is of no importance to me, I decide to keep quiet while pretending to listen. But just then, hello, eyeball.
Minori.
One of these flesh from a beast says as it swivels its blood shot eyes toward me.
What do you think?
I think it's great. About what? I try desperately to suppress my loathing and behave normally, but my hoarse voice ruins the attempt.
We're talking about this year's ski trip. You're coming too, right?
A slimy hole near the top of the creature's... What? Oh god. Noise tingling as it vomits some subplants of words. That must be Koji's face, or what I would have seen as such 3 months ago. Unable to stomach the sight of it, I avert my eyes and give a neutral answer. I don't know.
You have other plans?
Yeah,
not really. These were my closest companions. One of them had even wished to be more. Huh? How many nights have I spent crying in loneliness, lamenting the friends who no longer exist? In 3 months, my tears can run dry, and now there is only loathing left in me, surrounded by hideous creatures that I can only assume are Koji, Omi, and Yo. I spend every day trying to act as I always have. If I fail at this, I'll surely be sent back to the hospital. Only this time I'll be locked away forever. No matter what, I won't let that happen.
I mean, it's not like physical activity could affect your injuries, right?
I'm not sure. I'll ask the doctor during my checkup. That's it. I can't look at them or bear their screeching any longer. I jump to my feet, desperate to escape.
Hey, Minori.
A spray of stringing slime from the cilia around its voice box flies at me. I try to cover myself, but too late to keep the slime from splatting across my face like the yolk of a rotten egg. Ew. I'm about to lose it. I want to grab a chair, a desk, anything within reach, and use it to smash the life out of this creature, ending it all. Okay, that's something a psychopath would say. I barely suppress the impulse. I mustn't let on that something is wrong. However they look on to me, this is their world. I'm the outsider here. Like I said, today's my checkup. I've got to go. Struggling to put on a smile, I reach into my wallet, pull out the first bill I find, and put it on the table without even looking at it. I don't care about the change. I just need to get out of here now. Later, I mutter hazily and flee the cafeteria. I knew there was a cafeteria. I'm not crazy. I don't know, man. I think you're a little crazy. You know, you need some help, right? You know, everybody needs help when they see like a bunch of anuses around them. If I saw that shit, I definitely would want to need help. Oh wow.
ねえねえ、今度のスキーだけどさ、今年はどっかスケートも遊べるところにしない？
Hey, says Takahata Omi. Why don't we go somewhere we can skate for this year's ski trip? Tsukuba Yo frowns at the suggestion.
スケート？わざわざ スキー場にまで行ってスケート？
Skate, but why go to a skate resort to skate?
勘弁してやってくれよ、つくば。こいつ今そっちにハマってんだ。
Give her a break, Subaka. That's all she talks about these days. Tono Koji supports Omi with a laugh. Her impromptu suggestions are nothing new, and it's Koji's role as her boyfriend to provide backup. They're a good match for each other. Yo thinks. Sometimes it makes her jealous. I mean, she's seriously never gonna she's seriously never gone skating before. I took her the other day. Hey, is it really that strange? Not many people start skating in their 20s, you know. I was scared when I was little. Those shoes looked like big knives. Oh. But you picked it up just like that. That's pretty amazing, Omi. It's a lot like skiing. You keep your weight forward and use the angle of the shoes to steer. He made it sound so easy. I figured I should give it a try, and it was fun. So it was a date. Yo feels a stab of envy. Koji and Omi enjoy their time together, as normal lovers do. That's certainly not something that should make her jealous. It's just that her luck in love has been bad. I mean, one of the guys that likes her is kind of, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So, it's not all bad, right? Oh, well, I want to see Omi skate too. Yo keeps her voice upbeat, trying to cover her disquiet. She knows that it's wrong to envy her friends. She too would be spending time with the men she admires, if not for the terrible tragedy that befell him. His true misfortune. Her bad luck doesn't begin to compare. So how about it if we make the next ski trip a skating trip too? It'll be twice as fun. But you can't skate at a skating rink, can't you? Why go all the way to a ski resort? I don't want to skate indoors. I want to skate outside on a lake or something. That sounds fun, but won't it be crowded? While speaking, Yo sneaks a sideways glance at the young man sitting next to her. Although the conversation has involved only 3 people so far, there are in fact 2 couples at the cafeteria table. Yo's boyfriend, though there's still some doubt over where he could be called that, is beside her, as silent and expressionless as a statue. Hey Fuminori, what do you think? Oh. Perhaps Koji sensed Yo's pain in his usual quiet and considerate way. About what? The cause of Yo's distress. Kisa Fuminori responds to Koji's some sudden query with a vague, mumbled question of his own. We're talking about this winter ski trip. You're coming too, right? Koji speaks gingerly as though probing a tumor. A few months ago, he would not have hesitated to rebuke from Fuminori for his attitude. Their long acquaintance has forged a strong and honest relationship, but now, I don't know. Fuminori responds bluntly, his downcast eyes and sullen demeanor making it clear that he has no desire to break his silence. You have plans? Not really. Even Koji, Fuminori's best friend, cannot communicate with him as before. What hope does Yo have of breaking through his shell? Wow, so Yo is trying to get with him, and Fuminori is liked her, because something happened to him, or he was just his way all the time. And then Koji, his best friend, is trying to help him out. Man, little do they know what's going on in his head, though. God. The scars are left by the events of that late summer day are still deep all these months later. Each one of the four bears them, not only Fuminori. I mean, it's not like physical activity could affect your injuries, right? Not sure, I'll ask the doctor during my checkup. As though that answer drained the last of his patience, Fuminori bolts out of his chair. Hey, Fuminori! Even Koji can't keep his voice from rising as he tries to stop Fuminori from leaving. Fuminori reacts swiftly, throwing his hand over his face as though to shield himself from something terrifying. Maybe some spit flew inadvertently from Koji's mouth, but that happens sometimes. Fuminori's reaction is beyond the pale. Like I said, Fuminori snaps, making no attempt to relive the discomfort of his friends. Today's my checkup, I have to go. Even as he tosses money on the table to pay for his coffee, he acts like he's touching something filthy. Later. Fuminori stalks out of the cafeteria, almost as if he's running. Cloaked in heavy silence, the remaining three lowered their gaze to the table, where the abandoned 10,000 yen bill sways forlornly. Fuminori's coffee is untouched. I can't take this anymore, Omni says with a sigh, but Koji shakes his head reproachfully. Fuminori just needs a little more time. Oh, that's not him. That's I forgot. I don't know who that is. That's Omi. But it's been 3 months. What's with this attitude? I feel like I'm going crazy hanging around him. Hey, I don't understand what he's going through either. I don't think any of us can. Can you imagine losing your whole family like that? That'd screw anyone up. Damn, what the hell happened to him? Ugh. It could have happened to anyone. A tractor trailer flipped over on the highway, crushing the Sakisaka family car into a twisted scrap. They said it had been difficult to tell the bodies of Fuminori's parents apart. Damn. Ugh. And he probably saw the bodies as he does the world. That's terrible. For a while, it had looked as if there was no hope for Fuminori either. It was nothing short of a miracle that he was able to leave the hospital and return to a normal life. I wouldn't call it normal. It was worse when we went to see him in the hospital, remember? He was terrified of us, like he didn't know who we were. He even had to be tied to the bed. He freaked out so bad. Damn. I'm just glad he's made it this far. There's still something strange about him. What's with the way he looks at us? It's like we're not even human. Because in his eyes you're not. If anything, you guys don't look like anuses to him. Or just some type of goopy bags of flesh. Cut it out, Omi, Koji says forcefully. So that's Koji and that's Omi. Okay. Says forcefully, probably less out of empathy for his friend than out of consideration for Yo. That's Yo. Koji, Yo, and Omi. Okay. While Koji's kindness makes her happy, Yo also knows that she mustn't take advantage of it. Fuminori is the victim, just as Koji said. He's the one who most deserves sympathy. Yo's feelings for Fuminori are her problem. And no one else's. She doesn't blame Fuminori for not giving her an answer after she worked up the courage to ask him out. Aww. In fact, she thinks even more fondly of him for taking the time to consider than she would have had he treated their relationship casually. Apparently, the fact that Fuminori did not reject her was enough to make them a couple in Koji and Omi's eyes. They've had plenty of fun at Yoi and Fuminori's expense since. The truth of it, though, is that he still hasn't given her an answer. I don't know if you ever will, girl. After revealing her feelings to him, Yo didn't see Fuminori again until a week later. And then she could only stare at his broken body through the window of the ICU. And when he was finally released, after 50 days that seemed an eternity, he was somehow different. She's starting to doubt that he even remembers what she confessed to him before the accident. Wow. Now winter is coming and her feelings hang forgotten in the cold, lonely air.
I count blessings, not my L's. I stay focused, I don't dwell. I see time is all my wealth. All these angels watch my health. I stay bout it, I'm not pouting. Break through walls and climb it mountains. If you want it, scream it loud and show this world what they